Hey, welcome to all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. What do I do for you? Oh, I got a good lesson for you today. Yeah, you always say that. Yeah, I'm always right. Let's go. You know who I am. Right is the 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. The numbers looking good. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinkers mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you individual to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My goal, excuse me, my mission, and it should be your goal, is to have all right thinkers know thyself. Okay? I know how to do that. If you don't know you, I can help you out with that. That's what I do. I do. It's for you. Let's go. Do you know you? Most of us think we do, but if you're a right thinker, you want to know you know you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, stay tuned. I got you. I appreciate you too. A person who knows not and believe that they know, dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows, but knows not that they know, is asleep spiritually from the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. Follow these persons, they reside in you. Right think and know thyself. Into my eye, truth. Today's lesson, I'm still in my book. Oh, we getting a lot of lessons out of this book because it's full of good information. There we go. All right. Today we're going to talk about creation, and I'm going to introduce you to the Ennead, aka Sejet, or the Great Ennead. That's the nine gods and goddesses, aka the Paute. So let's go. Creation. I got the book and I got mine. I got two things I'm working with today, and I'm double barrel. I got both barrels. I'm ready to do my thing. So let's do this. Creation first. The process of creation is explained in the form of cosmological system for better understanding. They're going to explain the cosmology of creation. Cosmology is what? A branch of philosophy dealing with what? The origin. I got a book about origins also. Processes of structure of the universe. Cosmogony is the astrophysical study of creation and evolution of the universe. Both of these disciplines are inherent facets to Egyptian philosophy through the main religious systems of or companies of what they call gods and goddesses. A company of gods and goddesses is a group of deities, listen, which symbolize a particular cosmic force or principle which emanates from the all-encompassing supreme being, the one, from which they have emerged. The self, or supreme being, manifests creation through the properties and principles represented by what? The Pautti, spelled P-A-U-T-T-I, company of gods and goddesses, cosmic laws of nature. Right there. Cosmic laws of nature. It don't say man, it says nature. The basis of the Osirian Trinity is expressed in a diagram I got right here. I gotta get the PowerPoint thing going, but let me try to get it to you. Okay, this is how it breaks down. I'm gonna work it out for you. Starting with what they call the Neberger. Neberger. Okay, it's spelled Neberdjer. That's top. That's it. That's what starts. It's what we call it the noon, the abyss from the Christian concept, but it's total chaos, okay, and differentiate. We call it the ocean of chaos, consciousness, total consciousness. He's the top, but everything Watch this. Next thing you got is Ra Tem. That's what came out of the noon. He comes set up shop. Okay? His favorite phrase is what? Let there be. Okay? That's Ra. But Tem is the hidden essence of that concept. The Nebuchadnezzar, they go together. Am and Ra. Okay? But we got Ra Tem, another concept from a different angle. But it's all the same thing. The three people, the three next gods and goddesses are not in the Ennead. You got Hathor, the female aspect of Ra, okay, with his daughter, the I, which she represents destruction, and she can also heal. So she got dual powers. They all do it, all concepts. So watch this. Now, my favorite, Tahuti, spelled with the Djehuti. The D is just like a T because we switched it to Japanese, Chinese, another thing about Dao and Tai. So it's pronounced Tahuti. Okay. He's God's brain. He's just all encompassing mind concept. He keeps track of everything. Okay? We all have it. Okay? That's your brain. That's the conscience that God gave you. He has one Tahuti represents his. Then we got my girl, Maya. She represents what? Righteousness, balance, duality, and everything that's divine and good. That's what the world is based on. Female power, mind control, understanding, and duality with Maya. Now you're going to get into elements. Ra, sun, fire, Shu, air, the wind, earth, wind, and fire. Earth was Geb, wind is Shu, fire is Ra. So they had it. I didn't catch that one. That one got by me. I still know Pete about how let that get by. And they got it right there in your face. Okay. I was ignorant. Again, I got to claim ignorance on that one. A lot of group, a lot of concept. Okay. Didn't appreciate them when they was there, but I get them now. Tough Newt, which is moisture, which is rainfall from the heavens, top. Then you got Geb and you got Newt. Now, those are all elements. Those are the first five elements. Geb represents the earth, Newt represents heaven. She's the lady that overcovers Geb. I gave the Geb and Newt story. Okay. From there, you go on to what we call man spirit. The first spirit in man was Asar, Osiris, whatever, but he's the firstborn. The story goes when Newt and Geb were separated, Newt was pregnant, but Ra said she can't give no babies no day of the year. At that time, it's 360 days, complete circle. They added 5 days on it, okay, eponautical days, meaning holidays for the birth of the 5 kids that Newt and Geb gave. Newt gave birth to Asar, Set, Nephet, and Haru He came out fully grown. That's the spirit that's resurrected in you that we all have. Okay, that's the concept. But they show you Haru is the offspring of spirit and wisdom, which is Aset and Asar. Those are concepts. Together, they make Haru. That's who we are, the offspring of spirit and wisdom, knowledge. Next, you got Asar, which is the spirit. Nephet represents nature. Aset represents life eternally. Her sister mirrors her. She represents mortality, so she's there at morning. They're sisters that mourn at death, so she represents death. And her son, Anubis, is the embalmer, but she had the son from Osiris, which is spirit. You got spirit immortality, brings on discernment. Okay, that's the concept. So he put them together. That's the idea. Now moving right here, the diagram above shows that the Ennead, or the creative principles, again, which are embodied in the primordial gods and goddesses of creation, emanated from the supreme being Ra or Ra Tem, arose out of the new, again, the prime evil waters, the hidden essence. They still say that the ocean is still the last frontier. Why? It's endless, just like space. Another lesson. I ain't going there. I ain't getting to the bottom of that. I teach what I teach. So I'm gonna stay in my lane. But I know about this stuff they talk about. I have to pay attention. I don't teach them. I only teach what I know. The prime evil waters, which is the hidden essence, and began the selling of what? The boat of a million years. Egyptians created the boat. The whole concept to sell the world, not just the celestial world, but the world itself, encompassing the landmass, Egyptians, we blacks everywhere. Why? We can travel. We didn't need the wheel. We invented the boat. So we travel all over because everything, 3/4 of this thing is water. So there's a whole bunch of land. So get the concept. So they were the boat makers. Their concept was the boat of millions of years. That means time was circular. It'd go round and around. That's the concept. Okay, moving on. Where we at down here? Okay, now the boat of a million years, which included, watch this, the company of gods to sustain and goddesses on his boat emerged the netters, okay, or cosmic principles. Again, we didn't call them God and angels, we call them netters because nature, and cosmic principles meaning the universe of creation. The netters of the Ennead, 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 when we say this and that, kasi, kasa, tomato. Okay, but the whole idea of Ennead are what? Ra-atum, number one, Shu, two, Tough Nut, 3, Gab, 4, Newt, 5, Asar, 6. I keep putting them in chronological order because you need to understand how they fall out. And when you get to 6, you should be at Asar because he represents this mark of the beast. No, the mark of man, spirit, and man. That's the concept from the ancients. What they say now, I don't subscribe to that. I know the origin, so that's the concept. I just want to let you know. Then you got our Set, number 7. Set, number 8. Neptat, number 9. Hathor, Tahuti, and Mayat represents the attributes of the Supreme Being as the very stuff or substratum which makes up creation. They're part of a different aspect of creation. So Shu, Tufnu, Geb, Nu, Asar, Aset, Set, and that represents what? The principles upon which creation manifests. Then you got Anubis, Ampul, we call him. But Anubis is not part of the Ennead. Again, he represents what? The feature of intellectual discrimination. I told you, when spirit meets nature, you get discernment. That's who Anubis represents in the Syrian myth. Sailing signifies what? The beginning of motion in creation. Okay? Motion implies that events occurs in the realm of time and space. Again, thus, the phenomenal universe comes what? Into existence as a mass of moving essence we call elements. Prior to this motion, there was the primeval state of being without any form, without existence in time and space. And we came on the scene. Okay, I'm gonna go over here to my stuff now, play a little game and give you some more information. You're almost done. Let me run down the quick gods for you. We had a tomb, self-created aspect, Ra God. We had Shu, which is air, born as the first aspect of Ra, because we need air to breathe. Tough Nut, moist air. We need the water from above to keep the earth, which is Geb, watered and growing. Then you got Newt, represents heaven over top of Geb. Another story, I went into that before. Then we got the 4 children. Okay, they call them 8 children. We got Saw, spirit, first spirit of man, carbon-based human beings, 666, 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons. Not the mark of the beast. Okay. I said the goddess of what? Wisdom and intuitive knowledge and magic. She was knowledge of all. She had intuitive knowledge. She studied and she was very wise. She got the secret to rise, so she knew everything. Set, ego, the God killer. He will kill you if you let your ego run you. It's going to run you in the ground. It will kill you. That's the concept. He killed his brother. No, he killed somebody who wasn't vigilant, but on top of the game. That's why Haru resurrected to avenge his father's killer, which is the ego. We as human beings, if we don't conquer our egos, we'll die just like Messiah. But we won't become king of the afterlife. Why? Because we didn't reach the level that he did before he was killed. So become enlightened being, that's the concept. That represents mortality. She represents death, and she know that life has expiration date, excuse me. And she will be around when Osiris is dead. Her and her sister Isis mourned for a 28 day period, I think it was, wailing and just going berserk. Okay, Heru, or Haru, but that, the warrior. Okay, that's who we are to become. He's the end all be all in human spiritual aspect of human beings. When you reach the level of Haru, you avenge your father's killer, so to speak. Why? You know your ego is not running you. You conquered him. If he running you, you are still ignorant of your higher self. Okay? Next, you got the Paiute, what we just talked about, the Neteru. Paiute, they are emanate from the single supreme being when they refer to the ancient Egyptians or African religions. Watch this. They call them polytheistic. Really, I get upset. But watch this. Now, this is reason. That is incorrect. That's an incorrect assessment, incorrect observation, and just wrong. Why? Any person who did not study ancient African religion, it could be that they are either ignorant or they just don't care to study or have studied or to what understand. If so, they would understand this. Then they would have to give ancient Egyptian African religion its due respect. It was monotheistic. We knew one God. Everything came from him. So because we got God and goddesses, emanation aspects of God, we didn't worship them as gods. We knew who they were. We knew the one. That's why I get a little annoyed. Okay. Well, they said, I don't care what they say. Again, if you follow the Bible, which has been around 2,000 years, 2,500 at the max, if you following that and tell me, well, no, don't do that. Don't waste your time. Okay? Get some real knowledge and then we can talk. Moving on. Where we at? If they did, they would, okay. We are what? Neterus, God and goddesses depicted, or does it know? Why are the Neteru God and goddesses depicted in morphic form? Why? Because they would depict the Neteru either anthropomorphic, zoomorphic, or composite, meaning according to which teachings and the lessons that was being conveyed through them. For example, you have Haru. I like this is my favorite. As in composite form, he's in the male form, but he got the falcon head and the headdress. Okay, that means, watch this, with the human male body and the head of a hawk. Excuse me. This, they keep saying harp and falcon, but this depiction of Haru is imparting a message that is this divinity, Haru, holds the keys to what? The hawk-like energy. The hawk flies the fastest in the air, flies the highest in the air. If he get a bead on you on the ground, his ratio, when he get a bead, when he comes, you never see him coming. So land, air, and if you're a fish and you're swimming on the merry way, and he get a bead on you in that water, 10 meters deep, he's coming to get you, and you'll never know what happened. That's a bad mamma jamma. That's what represents the hawk falcon concept of Haru, okay? The energy. We use the animals to use their gift, their skill to emulate them in us. That's why they use composite, zoomorphic, or anthropomorphic. All those are indicated lessons to teach you from the aspects of that animal that they're portraying. That's why. Watch this. Now, here we go. I'm almost done. Okay. Knowing thyself is done by what? Doing this. Becoming Haru, aka you. Your what? Higher self. Haru is you. He represents the teaching that you, the human being, like Haru, an enlightened master of self, or master right thing philosophy, where in time and space while on earth you reach the level of what? Self mastery. That's the goal for all right thinkers. Knowing thyself is self mastery. Yes, you know what? You know that, of course. This means what? After daily practice of right thinking philosophy, you will finally what? Attain the level of nihas, aka know thyself. This too, right thinkers, is the great goal of our life to what? Obtain self-mastery and spiritual enlightenment, aka to know thyself. That's the goal for man. That's the goal for all right thinking philosophy followers. And I'm out. I'll be back.